untrained eye, this looks ridiculous and painful. But apparently, some people swear by tilted keyboard setups. So like I can play like this, and I have this much room.
I know a lot of people use their keyboards horizontally, but I see that as a disadvantage because I can reach a lot more keys easier, in my opinion, if I have my keyboard vertically, like with my thumb. I can reach all the way down to like the end of my keyboards.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but maybe there is something to this. But let's be real here. I don't care how comfortable you are. Turning your keyboard upside down to play is still cursed.
Your keyboard's upside down? My God, dude. What the? How do people play like this? This feels so bad.
There are some...
Sigma grind. Sigma grind.
Pros out there, or sick freaks as I like to call them, who tilt
The heck? Down, 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 down. Anytime.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Rocket Mortgage Classic is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Yes, but they certainly have to make the most of every moment they get because there'll be very few today. Fire up. This is a big rivalry, this one. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Sigma grind.
For the day.
I'm pretty Sigma.
Length really isn't a feature, Rich, at the Detroit Golf Club. At the second, bombs away.
Bombs away. This is
bombs away
on this golf course. Basically just a straightaway hole. Just take driver out and get with it. Second shot should be coming into this green with some kind of short to mid.
Oh.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner
Harold Varner
third place.
And here we are with the third shot.
You're not in
fourth shot.
First place. Oh, I mean, second place. I don't know where are you are.
They're in second place on the leaderboard, behind Harold Varner III.
Harold Varner III.
Attaboy, good shot.
HV3.
Just a little work to the left-hand side.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Opportunity for a body here. And I didn't get the body, but I hope I can paw it.
Kate.
Oh,
Steady
top
now.
part. Getting that shit one over. Yeah, I can. I'm on one over.
Losing a bit of their momentum.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Well, fatherhood seems to be working for Harold Varner. He's back on top of this leaderboard. The par 5 fourth is a monster, 616 yards.
This
600.
is a big par 5, isn't it? Tee shot, if you have any hope of reaching this green in 2, must find the fairway, avoiding the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. From there, you'd have to
If you can get to this
strong
into, I don't know who
right
the
to
heck
left
you
to
are.
try and chase it up onto this green.
You're pretty
Laying it
similar.
up short and right of that fairway bunker might be the play for most players, setting up a pretty easy pitch shot for their 3rd.
High pressure moment here. This for a share of the lead. Get excited. This could go in. 7 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for a par.
Yeah, good putt. Well,
And we part.
just one off the lead after
We
Rich,
part.
this par 3 fifth really resembles a Donald Ross, an elevated
Oh,
green.
golly.
Struggle to make
That
it
was
3.
Absolutely
awful.
reminds me a lot of something you'd see at Pinehurst, where there really isn't a flat spot anywhere around the edges
suck.
of this green. So a quality iron shot is a must on this par 3.
Chat.
This one's for bogey. And now heading over to
90
Harold
people in
Varner
the stream right
III.
now.
He's 2 strokes
90,000.
ahead in this group rivalry today.
And after that effort,
I gotta
let's take a
figure
look
out
at
how to
Harold's
grow
lead.
my stream because
He's currently tied
I want to
for
be a
12th.
pretty single
Unfortunately,
man.
backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
They say trees are 90% air, but so are fly screens. Try hitting a ball through one of those. That's tiny. And he's down there.
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Ripper.
That's
What? You're a dang game, bro.
Bogey.
You can kill.
Game's just getting a little out of shape by the looks of it.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
It's so bad.
Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Well, if you're not a couple under already through 6 holes here at Detroit Golf Club,
Oh,
you're gonna have to make a move
jeez.
at least at the par 5 7th, measuring 555 yards.
Yes, a hole that every player in this field must take advantage of. Just the fairway bunker down the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. You find the fairway, and all of a sudden you're licking your chops. As you know, you can reach the green into setting up, hopefully, an eagle putt. Anything missing over in the left-hand bunker, though, could get a little dicey.
Now just 1 over par, tied for 4th. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks.
Yeah, you didn't make that, did you?
That's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going.
Step in the right.
The 8th is a short par 4, measuring just 360 yards, Rich. Decision to go for it or just delay it back?
I like going for it 8 days a week, twice on Sunday, as you well know, Luke. So I'm going to go ahead, take out driver, and give her a whirl. Hopefully avoiding the trees over on the right-hand side. Want to hit it over in the left-hand bunker or just shy of it, setting up a very simple pitch shot.
Look at that
Don't want to state the
break.
obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. This putt was about 8 feet. Just didn't.
How?
A bogey putt awaits.
Well, it's bad sometimes and the stupid thing doesn't work.
Trailing by 4 strokes.
Ah!
The opening 9 finishes with a par 3
fun,
which around
but
200 yards.
It hates me all the time.
Not much to this
'Cause
green.
you have to hit it right on the
Slightly
dot.
green is fairly flat until you get
'Cause
to
if
the
you-
back left portion of it.
It has to be
There
on the
starts
white
running
part
away
or
from you awfully
it doesn't go
quickly.
in, like, it
Anywhere in the
doesn't go
right side
far.
of the green is a gorgeous
And you
tee
have
shot.
to hit it fast
Now
enough
let's head over to
or
Harold Varner
you're gonna
III.
Oh, he's
hit
out
it
in
and
front
it's gonna
here
sound like
in
a
this
pop can
rivalry,
hitting it. It's
but
gonna
can
be
he
really bad.
stay that way?
I'll show you what I
So
mean.
after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard.
It's like keep
And
it
just
ending
with
up.
9 holes remaining, Rich, what do you think here is going to happen?
You have
for
to
this
do
player?
that. You have to hit it
They're
perfect.
behind their rival right now through
How?
9 holes, but there's lots of time, lots of opportunities on this back 9 to make up. It'll be interesting to see how it all ends up.
And this one to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
How?
Oh, I don't mind this par putt.
Fuck. Get it.
Why don't we catch up with the V-man? Harold Varner the third.
Oh, by the way, I dropped
Well,
down
he's
to
in the
Diamond
spot he
3
feels
because,
most comfortable. That's
pretty
first
bad.
place. I don't think he's going to want to let that go.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 11th is the longest of the par 3s on the course, Rich.
See,
A strong one around 230 yards.
Another long par 3 on the PGA Tour. It gets annoying after a while saying it, doesn't it, Luke? And I can promise you, as a former player, it was annoying to play them as well. Just be sure not to take too much on this par 3 and hit it long, as this green tilts from back to front at a pretty good clip.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm downloading Rocket League, Nikki.
Well, that's disappointing. This putt's for
Rocket League's getting downloaded.
And down it goes. Sitting at 6 over for the day.
Not much happening, moving down the leaderboard. Never a good sign.
How am I going to win this tour?
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Going with the 5-iron here. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. And this putt to move into the top 20. Looks like they may have pushed that one. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for par.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. The par 4 13th is a short one, measuring just 385 yards, Rich. Are you expecting players to go after this?
A few of them will, but I'm not too sure I like that play. Players basically want to lay it up down the left-hand side, but don't get clumsy and knock it in those fairway bunkers. Anything out to the left-hand side is going to set up a very short wedge shot for their second. All the players will be thinking about making birdie on this par 4.
Our leader is Colin Morikawa as we head to the next. Just 5 holes remain in the round here, and there's some birdie opportunities starting with the par 5 14th.
Yes, at 560 yards, you just want to make sure you avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. From there, most players will be able to go for this green in 2 that is surrounded by water on the front and 2 deep bunkers over there on the right-hand side. It's a wonderful opportunity to get some confidence over the last 4 holes by knocking it on in 2.
This
Get
has
in.
a real
Get in.
chance.
Oh my!
Putt to make that one.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling
I'm
it.
him.
That's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
Now this is how you putt. Take another
Nah.
look at this.
Birdie.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Birdie.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? He's in a share of 7th place.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. And tidy looking shot, that one. Oh, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top
Let's
5.
go.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
No way.
Now 4 back after that hole.
How'd that idiot make it?
All right, Rich, a couple of strong par 4s remain, starting right here at 16.
16 is a wonderful par 4, very difficult driving hole. You must keep it out of those 3 bunkers that dot both the right and left-hand side of the fairway. From there, you're gonna have a second shot that's fairly flat, and funny enough, a fairly flat green as well. Still, players are looking to make a solid 4 here. Nothing worse.
He's in a share of 5th position. The last of the real scoring holes comes here at the penultimate hole, the 17th, the par 5, stretching at 575 yards.
Most players will be able to get it over the fairway bunker down the left-hand side, some 275 yards off the tee. And from there, it's a pretty straightforward second shot with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood. Those who like to lay up have to be mindful of the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You can't get careless and knock it in there. Anywhere up and around the green, though, with your second shot, you should have a good opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Sitting at 2 over for the event.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
You're going to put your foot down. This is as good a time as any. Setting up in some very deep rough.
He's going to have to go down after this one, try and dig it out as best he can and hope for the best.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
This putt is for a score of 73. Looked like they hinged in that stroke. This one started out on a good line. And that brings to an end his event.
2 over.
Another great
I've said
tournament is
6
in
over,
the
so.
books. No victory there for our player. They can boast a rivalry victory over Harold Varner III. He certainly stopped the chirp there.
Luke, since that final putt went in, this player
Third?
has been firing off many a tweet, boasting about this victory over Harold Varner III. I think HV3 is going to give social media a miss for a while. It's all going off on there, but this player, wow, they were incredible today, and I think that they're going to use all their momentum to go and take down player after player.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
What you got for me, Bo?
Oh, I'll play Bridgestone. Sure, yeah. Red Klein. Okay, so I'm 163 into qual. Sigma, 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 Sigma. I'm gonna get this done at 6. Huckleberry Country. Grimace Shake. Grimace Shake. Grimace Shake. I'm on crack. Like Grimace. It's so boring, bro. Just sitting here.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Knot Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I have been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet. But he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. Let's take another look at Tiger from earlier.
I don't care about flipping Tiger Woods right now.
Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game, and again to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just a... He changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport, and all of a sudden he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. It just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you know, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player.
How?
And, you know, everybody else was just kind of sitting there and all going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
Ooh, that almost went down. And that finishes up the efforts with a tiny little tap in. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. And now stepping onto this par 3 hole. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.